Wall Street billionaires are scrambling for a plan B after far-left Zoran Mamdani's mayoral victory. Business titans including Steve Schwartzman, Jamie Dimon, Larry Fink, they met privately with President Trump at the White House and reportedly expressed interest in backing Elise Stefanik for governor in 2026. A Stefanik win could derail Mamdani's high-tax, freebie-laden socialist agenda. Meanwhile, President Trump says a meeting with Mamdani is in the works.
The mayor of New York, I will say, would like to meet with us and we'll work something out. But he would like to come to Washington and meet, and we'll work something out. We want to see everything work out well for New York.
Well, Jerry, I very much wish that I could be, somebody serving drinks or something at that meeting so I could see what was being said there. Although President Trump is interesting. He'll meet with anybody, and he'll actually be constructive with anybody, even somebody he called a commie during the campaign.
It's great they're talking.
So what do you, can he,
It's great they're talking.
Can the president do some good here? Can he change Mamdani's mind at all?
Hell no.
Okay,
I don't think
what's going to happen?
There's only the big fist. There's only that I'm withholding dollars until
you think that's
right?
going to be it? That's the whole meeting.
But that's the whole meeting. But I'm more interested in the bankers coming and kneeling before the king and saying, please help us get rid of Mamdani or blunt his impact, do something, bring in Elise Stefanik, get behind her, put her in the governor's mansion. I do wish, though, that these bankers would have the same message out of both sides of their mouth, because privately they're saying, we've got to get rid of Mamdani, but publicly they're saying, well, we're so glad to meet you, Mr. Mamdani, and, welcome to New York, welcome to leadership in this big, fine city.
I definitely wouldn't be welcoming them.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. You want them to say out loud what they say.
I think what's going on is they have a lot of people who are consumers of their business products, who are in that age category, even here in New York City, who voted for Mamdani, and they're trying to make those people happy. I just think that if what they really feel is anxiety over this, they should communicate it publicly.
Taylor, what do you think?
Love the conversation. There's the saying, keep your friends close, your enemies closer. So if they want to have a conversation, great. I don't think that Trump would cave due to some little conversation with Mamdani and be like, okay, you're right, great meeting, here's the money. So let's have a meeting. Maybe Trump can tell him, this is a city I love, here are the options.
Yeah.
I'm happy to watch you fail, or here's, in my business experience, here's what works. Maybe Mamdani listens, maybe he doesn't, and then may the best man win. May the best policy win, and we will see which policy keeps New York on top or not. So I'm actually happy that they're having a conversation. Let's see how it goes.
What do you think, Tegan?
I disagree with Larry Kudlow. Elise Stefanik, if she wins the governorship, isn't going to fix problems all the problems that would potentially be created by Zoran Mamdani as the mayor of New York City. And I hate this, behind the scenes, backroom dealing nonsense.
Does it play right into the left's argument about the whole city when that happens? The backroom stuff?
They should be standing, side by side and supporting President Trump. Dimon, he's not a Republican. And the central issue will be crime. And I've said this before. What will drive revenue into the toilet is if Zoran Mamdani does not fight crime. Jesse Tisch, the head of the NYPD, is still up in the air whether
supposedly they met, but she didn't say whether she was staying or
not. Up in the, who is going to be the head of the police department? I've heard about people who are actively campaigning for the job. Nah, they're okay. I've heard about this from former police officers. They're okay, but they are starting to sound and speak like Mamdani about letting people out of prison. That will drive tourist revenue away. That will drive hotel revenue down. And where are these CEOs going to be when crime goes up and they're putting their employees at risk.
Yeah.
That's my central issue is crime. And the governor can't, well, really do anything about it other than jawbone the mayor.
Can I make just a very quick point? We were in London all last week, listening to their news headlines. The country just got rid of all of their police commissioners. They're just going to let, the mayor and the councils run the police departments, run the issue of crime in that country. Imagine that. Is that where we're going next? I don't think Great Britain is an example you want to follow.
All right, Jackie, can the president straighten out Mamdani? What's he going to do here?
I'll get to that in 1 second.
Right.
I want to make a comment on the bankers, which is that most of them lean left, and it's usually for the purposes, if you look in their commentary, of social justice. That's because they make so much money that if they have to pay a little more, they don't really see it in their bottom line. But they should have been thinking about this all along, because as we've slowly been moving, and it doesn't happen overnight, and each progressive candidate becomes more and more left-leaning and more radical, this is how you end up with a Mamdani. So to be upset about it now, but to have been on that side promoting it the whole time is a little hypocritical for me.